Hello and welcome to the latest helper video. This video is about Unit 1, Lesson 12, face value. And the whole idea of this is that we are going to be finding the surface area of a prism or a pyramid from a picture without a net. You can also find it using a net, but you'll have to draw it yourself. I'm going to show you how to do it without a net. All right, let's get started. Here first, this is a rectangular pyramid, and I know that because it has a rectangle for a base, and it is surrounded by triangles coming up to a point. Therefore, this is a rectangular pyramid. Remember that it has one base. This one base is a rectangle. So we're going to start by finding the area of the rectangle. That would be length times width. So this is the rectangle. We will do 5 times 8. 5 times 8 is 40. It is not a triangle, so we don't do a half. Okay, now I have the triangles. There are 4 triangles because a rectangle has 4 sides, and it has to have one triangle for each of the sides. One of the triangles is 10 by 5, so we will do 1/2 times 10 times 5. Half of 10 is 5. 5 times 5 is 25. That takes care of this triangle. And there is a congruent triangle on the opposite side, so I will put another 25 down. 1/2 times 10 times 5 for the opposite side. The other triangle is 8 by 12, so 1/2 times 8 times 12. And 1/2 of 8 is 4, and 4 times 12 is 48. And remember, there is an opposite triangle on the back, therefore it is 1/2 times 8 times 12 also. And then to get the whole surface area, we have to add up all of these numbers. 40 plus 25 plus 25 plus 48 plus 48. 48 and 48 is 96, 25 and 25 is 50, and 40 is 40. 50 and 40 makes 90. 90 plus 96 makes 186, and this is in square centimeters. And that is how you find the surface area of a rectangular pyramid. Let's move on. Let's go to a rectangular prism. Rectangular prism. Now, a rectangular prism, remember all prisms have 2 bases congruent, so here's a rectangle and here's a rectangle, and those 2 are congruent. And then the center is made up of rectangles running from one end to the other, and that is what a rectangular prism is made of. So, let's now find its surface area. Well, the good thing is all 6 faces are rectangles, so we'll start with the front. And that is 8 by 5. Oops, undo. 5. 8 times 5 is 40. And we do not use 1/2 because this is not a triangle. So that was the front. And remember, the back is congruent to it. So that's 8 times 5 is 40 also. The right side is 3 by 5. 3 times 5 is 15. And remember that the left is congruent to it, so that's 3 times 5 is 15 also. And then we have the top and the bottom, and they are the same as each other. And so that is 8 by 3 and 8 by 3. In both cases, 24. And that's all 6 faces, front, back, left, right, top, bottom. And so now we'll find the total. So 40 and 40 is 80, 15 and 15 is 30, 24 and 24 is 48, 80 and 30 is 110, 110 and 48 is 158 square centimeters in this case. Any questions on finding the rectangular prism surface area? One way to think about it is I'm doing 8 times 5, 8 times 3, and 3 times 5. All the different choices, and each of them gets done twice. All right, here is a triangular prism. So it has two triangles, and they are congruent. And because it's a prism, it has rectangles going from one end to the other, one end to the other. How many rectangles does it have? Well, a triangle has three sides, so therefore there will be three rectangles. So let's take care of the two triangles first, and then we'll take care of the three rectangles. I'm actually going to move this down a tiny bit, just so, just didn't like me doing that, okay. Just so I have some space. So the two triangles, well, the base is 4 and the height is 3. I know that because that is the right angle. So 1/2, yes, I use a half. It's a triangle. We always do a half for a triangle. 1/2 times 4 times 3. Half of 4 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. And we know that the two triangles are congruent, so I'm going to put them both. And that's another 6. The three rectangles, well, all of them are 10. 10 from side end to end, 10 from end to end, 10 from end to end. So 10, 10, and 10. One of them is 10 by 3. One of them is 10 by 4. And one of them is 10 by 5. One for each of the sides of the triangle. So 10 times 3 is 30, 10 times 4 is 40, 10 times 5 is 50. Now to get the whole surface area, I just need to add these up. 6 and 6 is 12, 30 and 40 is 70, and that's 50. 70 and 50 is 120. 120 plus 12 makes 132 square centimeters. And that's how you find the surface area of a triangular prism. If you have any questions, please ask your teacher.